This is how you turn your parked car into $2,000 to $4,000 profit every single month. If you have a nice vehicle, a Tesla, a Mercedes, or a BMW that's just sitting in your driveway, I'm gonna walk you down on how you could profit that vehicle every single month. Let's get right into the video. So for the people that don't know me, my name is Dudley, and I have a luxury and an exotic car rental company out here in South Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, about an hour away from Miami. And pretty much I help people get cars, add them to my fleet, my car rental fleet. I rent it out to my clientels, and me and the owners split the profits from the clientels, right? And I've been doing this business model for 4 years now, and I've helped a lot of car owners make money with their vehicles, whether it's a Mercedes, a BMW, an exotic, or even economy cars. And I'm here to let you know that I can do the same thing for you. All right, so let's get straight to the video. So for the people that owns a BMW or a Tesla or any type of Mercedes that's just sitting collecting dust, right? This is what you could do. I want you to reach out to your local car rental company and offer them your vehicle, right? For example, like me, if you're like in a Florida area where you're like in South Florida or whatever, and you're watching this video, you could really reach out to me on Instagram, Dud Rents on Instagram, and offer us your vehicle, right? So I'm going to walk you through on how I run my business, how I get car owners' cars out on the road with my clients, and how I make sure I protect their cars and whatnot. I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing. I run a business model where I operate the whole entire show from like content to, the transactions, the screening, the client screening, the insurance verification, the insurance claims, God forbid if there was an accident. I pretty much run a whole entire show where the car owners can literally just sit back and just collect payment. So it's kind of like a Turo type of business, but instead of Turo charging a whole bunch of fees and Turo's not really paying you that much, I'm pretty much just splitting the owner 50-50, and they're getting whatever I make profit off that car. Let's just use a BMW 5 Series for example, right? That's one of my money making cars in the fleet. I manage a 530i, and that owner added that car to my fleet early in February. And it's been printing like $3,000 to $4,000 every single month. And it's a good looking car, right? It's a 2022 pre-owned. It's in great condition, and that car is moving. So if a client was to call me, right? If the client was to call me for that BMW 5 Series, I would typically just ask them how many days they want it. Cool. They want it for 3 days. I'll charge like anywhere from $175 to $200 a day, right? So let's just say I charged it $175 a day if they got it for 3 days. So 175 times 3, that's $525 revenue off that one car, right? Average week. So let's just say it did that, and then the next week it did the same amount of thing, right? The same amount of days, 175 a day times 3 days, 525 times 2. So it did 1,050 in 2 weeks, right? So not bad. So let's just say the following week it did, 4 days, right? If it's 4 days, I probably would do like, I'll probably do like 160 a day times 4. So 640 revenue it did in 4 days, the third week, plus the $1,050. So we're at $1,690 already for 3 weeks in a month. So it's not bad. That car's generating some assets. Instead of that vehicle just sitting in somebody's driveway, is making money on the road, right? Also, like while I'm renting out these cars, I'm giving miles restrictions. So that way people are not like, running up the miles on the car, they going to Georgia and back. Like, nah, we ain't doing all that. So for the BMW 5 Series, I'm doing like 200 miles a day, right? And if they pass that, I charge them like $1 to $2 a mile, right? So that way, like the car is not getting ran through on each rental, you know what I'm saying? As we all know, cars depreciate. I'd rather it depreciate while it's making me some money, you know what I'm saying? So instead of it sitting on the driveway, you're not even using it for no use, I'd rather put it on the road, right? And make some money off of it, right? And how I protect it is by verifying the customer's insurance, right? I verify the customer's insurance to see if it transfers on the vehicle. That BMW 5 Series is probably worth like $40,000, right? $40,000. I'll call the customer's insurance, ask what's their property damage limit. If it's like $50,000, I'm in the green. I'll ask if it has composite collision, right? If it has composite collision, smooth. And then my final question I'll ask the carriers is, does it transfer over to that rental vehicle? Like, does it cover any rentals, like that 5 Series? If they say yes, green light, the customer's good to go. If it says no, then I would have to call the customer and tell them like, hey, you probably have to call your insurance and add that feature in there. 9 times out of 10, if there's an Allstate, a Progressive, a Geico, all the major insurances, 9 times out of 10 is going to transfer over to, car rentals, especially like luxury and exotic car rentals. And I could share with you guys the 5 Series on my fleet that is printing. The most that it did was $4,000 in a month. And I think I was charging that client $1,000 a week, right? Even if it's like a couple of days out of the month, you just want to make the car note. You could still rent it out, make it pay for itself, and also pay you extra money per month. If you got a C300 or a GLE 53 right now, a GLE 53, you could charge anywhere from $300 to $400 a day. I've dealt with a lot of GLEs in my fleet, and they all do amazing. They're luxurious, they're super luxurious, right? They're sporty at the same time. The body looks amazing. The interior looks amazing. A ton of features. Like we all know, GLEs are beautiful cars with beautiful specs. So let's just say GLE goes out 3 days out the week, $350 a day, right? We had $1,050 in 3 days, right? Let's just say the next week did the same thing, times 2. We had $2,100 already for 2 weeks of a GLE 53. Let's just say the next week, the third week, it did the same thing, 3 days, $350. We already had $3,150. Let's just say the fourth week, it did the same thing. We already have $4,200 already for the week off of GLE 53, right? So let's just say you rented out 3 days out the week. You actually have 3-4 more days that you can actually drive that car for free, right? Just make sure you screen out your clients and vet out your clients. So this is the perks of like working with me. Like you don't have to worry about, I'm not gonna make no promises. Accidents happen all the time, right? Not in my rental business, but we all know accidents happen every day, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna make no guarantees like, bro, your car is gonna be protected, don't worry about nothing. But if you put your asset in an already established car rental company like mine that knows how to vet our clients, knows how to screen clients, know how to, handle situations, right? 8 times out of 10, like you don't have to worry about your car going out to anybody that's going, what I'm saying, doing some dumb shit with the vehicle. It goes out 3 days out the week, right? And then you making your car note, you paying your bills down, you using that money for whatever. Then you got a free car that you could drive. You don't got to worry about the car note. Because I do give I do good customer service, right? Like if you was to rent from me, like you will see the type of customer service like I give to you, right? I'm not the best, but I think I'm one of the best, and I'm in my opinion, right? I really do believe like I give one of the best customer service out here. I vet out the clients, right? I screen the clients. I make sure the car is covered with some type of insurance, right? If the clients don't have insurance, there's a third-party company that I use. It's called Bonza, where I typically use for like the entry-level luxuries, like the BMWs, the C300s, the 5 Series, the 3 Series, the Audi A5s, like those type of cars, I can use like Bonza. Right, it's like a third-party insurance. Say if the customer's insurance doesn't cover. Like I've had a lot of customers that try to rent, but their insurance is like the state minimum, or they have some like some crap insurance, right? It won't cover like luxury cars. So sometimes I use the third-party insurance to cover those vehicles. Yeah, guys, this is pretty much how I run my business. I pretty much just onboard your car onto my platform. I do all the marketing, the paid ads, the advertising. I rent it out to my clientele, right? I vet out the clients. I screen out the clients. I do the pickups, the drop-offs all over South Florida, from like West Palm Beach all the way down to Miami. I'm all over South Florida. I make sure like I do my pre-inspection videos and pictures before the car go out. So that way, I know what's on the vehicle before it had went out, right? If there's a little scratch, like, okay, that was there, or if it wasn't there. Right? I also track the miles so your car is not being driven 2,000 miles in 3 days. Like we ain't doing that, right? And I pretty much get the car prepped up for the customer. So if they want it, if I get it cleaned up, vacuum, smelling good. I also do beverages to the customers, that giving that good customer service. Fueled up. If it's not fueled up, I do half a tank. So like this is what I do for like all my investor cars. So that's why my customers love me and they always come back and rent again. Right? And then every revenue that I make, or every revenue that the car makes, I split it with the owner, 50-50, right? And everybody happy, what I'm saying? The owner's making the car note, the owner's making extra money on the side, right? I'm happy because I'm getting paid $50, right? My company is growing. I'm giving my clients best customer service. My clients are happy. So it's like a win-win business model where I've built, and I've helped a lot of people make money, and I've served a lot of clients. I've dealt with a lot of cars, and this is pretty much what I do. Like no tech involved, those certain skills. I'm not the smartest dude on the earth. Like I wasn't an A student. I just built the business where I could provide good service to clients with good quality cars, and also an opportunity for people to make money with their vehicles by adding their cars to my fleet, right? So that's just the business model that I run. And I just wanted to make this video on how I walk through on like, this is like literally how you could turn your luxury car. If you got a Mercedes or a BMW, you can literally turn your car into a passive income machine every single month, right? By literally just hitting me up on the gram and offering me your vehicle. Guys, I hope you find value in this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Feel free to like it, share it. And guys, if you have a vehicle, if you're somebody that's watching this and you are willing to make money with your vehicle every single month, just check out the link in the description and the pinned comments where you can apply to book a one-on-one call with me, just to see if I can help you, right? Or if you want to get a vehicle to add it to my fleet, I also help people get vehicles to add it to my fleet. I could also do the same thing for you. You must have a good credit score. You know what I'm saying? You must have like a 700 and above credit score. And depending on the vehicle that you want to get, you must have at least like $5,000 to $10,000 down, right? Like just now, I just left the dealership with the potential investor, trying to help him get a car added to my fleet. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say any cars, names, because I don't want to jinx nothing, but I do this for a living, guys. Like I help people get cars, add them to my fleet, manage it for them, you know what I'm saying? Rent it out to the proper clienteles, make the owner money. And I've just been doing this business model for 4 years, like I said, and I'm just here to help, you know what I'm saying? So if you're watching this video and you want to make extra income, just check out the link in the description, pin comments, like the video, share with a friend or two, leave your comments in the comment section, and I'm gonna get you guys on the next video. Peace.